Here I am. Listen, it's sad, you know, having a toxic relationship. This is on Johnny Depp and Miss Heard's. I had a very toxic relationship, and I had an abuser. And when an abuser is gonna hit you, he's gonna hit you to the point where he's gonna mark you like for real. And a punch of Johnny Depp is, if a man decides to hit you, it's over. You know, oh shit, hold on. If a man decides to hit you, he's gonna punch you dead in your face. He don't care. An abuser is an abuser. When they're gonna grab you, they're not gonna grab you by your torso. Grabbing you by your torso is like trying to hold you from attacking him. When I've been grabbed by the neck. My abuser twice. I suffered domestic violence for a long time because I was addicted to that behavior. I thought it was normal. At one point when I was young, I thought if a guy didn't hit me, he was a punk. And he didn't love me because, my mom, all she did was hit me. So it gets to be normal in your life. And I think the bruises that she had was a bruise of struggle, and he might have been trying to stop her. And trust me, like Rihanna, when Rihanna had, the fight, I don't wanna I don't wanna I don't like to mention names, but when Rihanna, that's that's a real, punch. That's a real abuser, because you can see that it was punches. Rihanna, you know what I'm saying? When you have an abuser and somebody that really wants to hit you, trust me, those marks are going to be mark. I don't think that, I think that Miss Hertz, those marks were marks of struggle and him trying to stop and little scratches because he does have big rings and he probably, try to stop her. And those are the marks that I see. I don't see a mark of an abuser. You know, I don't think that he abused her. I don't think that he actually, punched her or abused. He might have grabbed her by the hair trying to stop her from her, because that's what men do. I had a guy one time, we was fighting and I was hitting him and he was hitting me, and he tried to control me by, grabbing me by the hair. So like I said, and he grabbed me by the hair to stop me from being hysterical. Because he was playing me out and I caught him and stuff, because they also, they womanizers, most of the abusers, because when you catch them, they don't like to be catched. I think that, that was a toxic relationship. They were both. But I don't think that Johnny Depp he's a woman beater. I don't think so. I just think that was a toxic relationship. I just think that they probably was drunk. That's my opinion. I just think that, she has a loose hand. And, it got to a point where he would try to hold her. And those are bruises of holding. You see the bruise she got here is like him holding her and stuff, or grabbing, holding her. The one in the face, it could have been in the struggle, her trying to fight him and him trying to, stop her. So This is so, they keep on bringing, witnesses, but none of them, at the end of the day, none of them, none of them, none of them saw him hit her. So I don't know why they keep bringing and making this longer. They saying the same thing. They were both toxic. They had problems. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. He was jealous, okay, and he used drugs. We already know that. They keep asking the same question. Did you see him, use drugs? They both did drugs, and I think she did coke too. I think they both did drugs at the end of the day. And if she didn't want him to use drugs, she shouldn't have used drugs in front of him. That's what I think. That's my opinion. You want to help a man, you got to stop yourself. I think you got to not bring even wine next to that man, because he's detoxing. I think he was suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder because of her. I think she was promiscuous, and I think that he knew that she was, you have a sixth sense. And I think that Johnny Depp knew that she was playing him out, and that, by doing these sex scenes and stuff, that, she was going to get promiscuous, and that they were going to, because that's the type of woman that she is. She uses her beauty, and every woman that's beautiful, don't tell me that y'all don't use your beauty to get what y'all want. It's bullshit. Okay? Beautiful woman, they are promiscuous, and what he was telling her was, and I don't believe that, he just wanted, a woman already, he's 50. He wanted her to stay at home, wait for him. He wanted her to do, the housey wife thing. But she knew this since the beginning. She knew this since the beginning. So why marry him? Why marry him if you don't want, to do the wifey thing? You want to be independent, then don't marry. Because when you marry, you have to practically, go along with your husband. Listen, it's just the woman of today, and I don't think that she didn't want to be, he was gonna take care of her and whoever she wanted him to take care of. So that's just, and she could have made movies. It wasn't about making movies. He didn't want her to make sex scenes because that's how they met. At the end of the day, I would be jealous too. They met because they had a scene of kissing, and that's how they started their relationship. It's just common sense. And he was telling her just not to do scenes where she had to kiss or she had to have sex. Not necessarily kiss, but have sex. So, okay, they jealous. They were both jealous. They were both jealous because she didn't let him go, not even to go see her daughter. This is ridiculous that they keep bringing people in for what? To say the same thing, that he was a drug addict. She used to, they were both, into drugs. This is just ridiculous. I just want this to end because it's gotten me stressed out. Anyway, guys, I just wanted to put my, I just wanted to say that an abuser, trust me, they don't care if, when they punch you, they don't care. They abusive. They don't care if you get marked. They don't care. They're going to punch you. Those little marks that she had, that was probably from a filler or a scratch from the rings, because, in the struggle or whatever, he was probably holding her. It makes more sense that he was holding her and she was going crazy, and, he butthead her, by mistaking the nose. That makes more sense than him punching her in the nose. If he would have punched in the nose with those rings, even without the rings, that's a guy. She would have had 2 black eyes. Because when they break your nose, I had a broken nose. If you see here, see how it was broken. They broke my nose. Once they break your nose, you get 2 black eyes. And not only on the bottom, but on the top. That's why everything reflects in my 2 eyes. If I have a headache, I get black eyes. If I'm sick, I get black eyes. If I'm stressed, I get black eyes. So it's just, I don't think he was a woman abuser like that. I don't think so. I just think that was a toxic relationship. She had her issues. He had his issues. And it wasn't a good match. She was a trigger for him, and he was a trigger for her. Because at the end of the day, Johnny Depp he would run away. And, if she had borderline, she didn't like the fact that he ran away and he left her. So, anyway. And I don't think, if he was so jealous, okay, he might have been jealous because of the things that, like I said, she was kind of promiscuous, and he was jealous about the movies that she was choosing. But if he was so jealous, why would he tell her, I'll be back, in 4 hours. Let me see my daughter. She didn't want him to do nothing at the end of the day. She just wanted him to be with her. Anyway, that's my opinion, but everybody has different opinions. I don't think he was a woman abuser. And sorry about my mess, but, I just woke up and I had to come clean the office. And I know my opinion is not, but that's just my opinion. If you like my opinion, subscribe to my channel. And I will be putting other stuff. I got to show you guys how to cut my dog's nails. I'm going to cook. But I've been through something very strong, and I've been kind of depressed. So I haven't done it. But, as soon as I recuperate from what I'm going through, I will start posting videos that you like, guys. Okay? All types of videos. And I'm going to talk about, I'm also, trying to prepare something to also talk about borderline personality, Lyme disease, and all these types of illnesses that I have, because I have Lyme disease, I have borderline, but I'm a control borderline. I've been controlled for many years. I know my triggers. I know how to stop. I know, when it's going to get out of control or whatever. So anyway, you guys, and when I feel abandoned, I just stay quiet and I don't act towards feeling abandoned, okay? Because I've been controlled, like I said, for, many years. I've been in therapy and I do a lot of research, and, but if somebody doesn't help themselves and they, and the first step is admitting. You have to admit. And in this whole court thing, she hasn't admit to nothing. She doesn't want to admit to nothing, instead of saying, yeah, I used, and, I shouldn't have used in front of him, and, I did hit him. No, she always has a but, oh yeah, but, and this, that, the other, but it was like, she's always looking at the jurors. That's not good. You make the jurors feel uncomfortable. You want the jurors to feel sorry for you. You're supposed to be talking to the lawyer or the judge. But anyway, guys, it's just my opinion and it's stressing me out, and I want this to be over with to see what happens. Subscribe and hit the button.